Marsh rats. All right, back to some boat building. Today we're going to cut out the seats for the drainage. Got a bunch of projects going, so I'm just going to run through all of that while I got you guys here. So this one, ready to put the non-skid decking on. It's going to be gray, where you see the kind of orange peachy color. We'll redo the bottom paint, get it cleaned up, and fresh coat of bottom paint. This one was designed as a flounder boat. It's gonna get this little Evinrude 6-horse. Been going through it, making sure everything's in good shape. I got her to fire up the other day, and man, she sounds strong. Got the foot off, checking the water pump, making sure all of that looks good. Hopefully by the weekend, she's gonna be mounted on the back of that in the water, going to stick some flatfish. This boat is ultimately going to be for sale. I've got some other projects that I haven't shown you guys yet that I want to get some money saved up for. So I'm gonna put this one on the market. I've got the marsh rat, I've got the marsh hen. This is Sean's boat, but I've got access to it whenever I need it. So I've got enough skiffs to be able to go fishing and take people fishing on. So that one's gonna go. Another project I'm working on is this Canoe. Transom was rotted out. I mean, it was like flakes. So I cut that open and got that down to some good wood. We're gonna take and pour some pourable epoxy down in this gap, wedge this skin out where it's loose. It's still tight. All that sounds good. You can hear the tone change when you get to where it's loose. So we'll just wedge this down through here enough to get that epoxy to fill all the way down to where this is loose, and then fill it all the way up to here. So all of this will be filled with epoxy. We'll put 2 layers of 3/4 Coosa back for the transom. Glass this all back in, drill a hole here and drill a hole here, pour more epoxy in so that the gap up in here is all filled solid with epoxy. This transom will last longer than I will after that. So we'll put some life back in this little flat back. The only other issue that it has is this small little like quarter, $half size hole. Easy repair. The good thing is there's a little knee brace here, so it doesn't even leak into the boat. Even if the hole wasn't repaired, I'll fix it and you'll never know that it's there. Probably gonna cut this little seat base off and deck all the way up into the bow so that you have some a little deck to fish off of up there. Grab bar / leaning post for standing up on the bait well tank here. We're gonna build an insertable live well right here, so you can pull the live well out, stash battery and stuff in there. We should be able to get 2 batteries. We'll run a trolling motor and all of that. Not sure what motor is gonna go on here. I've got a few options. We'll put a cooler as a casting platform, poling platform in the back, deck in the front, grab bar, live well, battery storage, brand new transom. Should be a sweet little canoe. We'll rebuild the little bow nose piece up there so we can mount a trolling motor. Probably gonna rig this one out, electronics, the whole 9 yards. We'll see how I like it. I might keep it, I might sell it. If you want it and you want to talk me out of keeping it, let me know. We'll rig it out however you want it. All right, so the goal today is to get the drains cut into each of the sides of the 2 seats. To do that, I'm going to use PVC I cut in half. We're going to quarter it when we get done, but first off, we're going to use this 6-inch PVC to get the holes marked. I've got this set. This is your floor height. So I'm going to mark these just under that so that by the time I lay my glass and all of that, I don't end up being above it. So I was hoping that this would lay all the way across the seat, and I was just gonna quarter it, lay it in there, lay the glass, and then come back and trim the edges, lay glass down the edges, etc. I think I have a bigger piece of this at the marina somewhere. I have to find it. If so, that'll be the plan. If not, I'll have to figure out a different way to mold all of that. But that's where we're at. It is hot, I'm sweating. We're gonna start cutting around, get all this these cut out, and see where we get. I'm also working on a little canoe over here, kind of bouncing back and forth while I'm waiting on stuff to dry and set up. right, so that's how that's gonna go. We'll bring the grinder back in here and clean up all of this, get it looking good. But that's it. Gonna do all the other 3 just like that. And at that point, we've got to start sanding all of the spots where we're going to tab in the floor with glass. Got to start getting this dry. I had it covered up, uncovered it for like this morning. It wasn't supposed to rain, and then we got like freaking 2 inches in 10 minutes. So I took wedges and drove down between the glass and the plywood to open the cavity up, filled it up with epoxy, and then I'm using these boards here to apply pressure back to this outside skin so that epoxy will laminate everything back to the plywood. We'll add Kusa back in here, and then reglass the transom. So that's about it.